Welcome back to the review of the Acer Iconia Tab. This is the A200 version, which is sort of a cut down A500, I guess you could say. So what's it got inside? It's got a 1 GHz Tegra 2 dual core processor. It's got 1 gig of RAM. It's got an 8 GB flash memory internal. It's also got a micro SD card slot, so you can plug it up to a 32 gig card. It's also got on the side of it a full-size USB socket. 2 megapixel front-facing camera. There's no rear camera on this puppy, but it does feature GPS, Bluetooth and all those other goodies that you'd expect as well. Let's take a look first of all. We won't take a look around the device because no doubt you've checked out the other review, but we will take a look at the software because that's what it's all about. Ice cream sandwich upgrade on this came out with 3.0. It's now up to 4.0.3 in this latest update. So what's it done for the tablet? It's done some positive things, it's done some negative things. So first of all, let's talk about the one thing that's been a real problem with this device, and it is the microphone itself. The microphone on this puppy is right up the top here. You'll see the hole, and terrible place to put it. Even worse is the fact that it doesn't look like it's ever going to be solved with a software upgrade. It is slightly better. It's relatively clear in situations where you don't have any background noise, but put any background noise in the situation and it's going to be very difficult for you, full stop. So a real disappointment there with the tablet. Some of the other things that it's done which are really good, if you go to the app drawer itself and move through, that is lightning quick and silky smooth. Absolutely amazing. Very, very quick, very smooth, very fluid. So that is absolutely fantastic, and they've done a good job on Android 4.0 and making it silky smooth, and it really does feel like one of those kind of fruity devices that maybe you've used before. One of the things that's not so good though about the device is that if you scroll through the home screens, it is pretty jerky really, and much more so than what you got on the 3.0 software. So not such an improvement here. I actually had to remove the widget that was sitting here that's provided stock from Acer. It's quite a good little widget. It's got weather for your region. It's also got in there as well the time and bits and pieces, but it didn't work. It's locked up. Every time I reboot the device now, it tells me that it's going to force close it. So unfortunately that's not working properly. It also tells me when I boot up, even though I haven't got it starting on startup, is that Winamp is causing a problem and it needs to shut down as well. So what I did with this is I just upgraded it from the 3.0 software. I haven't done a factory reset. You shouldn't have to, but the reality is that I'm having such problems that I'm going to have to do a factory reset and see if that solves the problem. A couple of other little weird things happen as well, and the whole device locked up for a second there, as you see. But there's a couple of weird things with when you're sending emails. Now, first of all, if I send an email out through this device, it's on Office 365, cloud-based Microsoft Exchange server. Well, everything sits in the outbox until I actually physically go in there and hit send. It won't send those emails at all. Not sure why it's only happened since I've upgraded. So again, factory restore, rebuild those mailboxes, probably going to solve that problem, but at the moment a bit of a hassle. One of the other things is that if I hit reply here, now it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes you'll find that if you click in that bar, you'll see that the apostrophe is replaced by a hyphen. That's all fine when you're in the to bar, but when you go down to composing mail, you see how this time it's changed to an apostrophe. Well, sometimes it doesn't change to an apostrophe, and you end up not being able to put an apostrophe into your emails at all. No idea why. Again, I'm going to rebuild the system to a factory restore and see if it solves that problem, but I've had real trouble getting apostrophes when I reply to people's emails. Also think that the email client, let's face it, I mean, that is a bit boring, isn't it? It's grey, it's all grey. you know, 1983 back again, pretty poor, I think, in terms of the email application. It's no different really to what you see on the Android 3.0 email client, but I think they could have done a heck of a lot better than that. There's no color in there. It's just looking awful, really. One of the other weird things that happens with this is when you're in the YouTube application, and we'll see if we can get this to do it. Once you scroll through, if you just look there in the right hand side of the screen, see how there's some weird sort of stuff going on up the top there? Again, unsure of why that's happening, but it is bizarre, and it's kind of destroying a bit of the kind of nice effect of your tablet. Looks like it's on the blink. So that happens on the YouTube client, but it also happens elsewhere as well. So if I go to Twitter, for example, so we'll go to Twitter here, and hopefully we're already logged in. It seems to happen particularly with Twitter. No, we're not logged in. Let me just do that for you for a second. Just take a couple of seconds to log in here, and once I've done that, we'll be in. Right. Okay, let's log into Twitter, and one of the things that you'll see, if you look carefully at the top of the screen, see how there's a little bit of an effect happening at the top of the screen, which is all quite odd. Again, no idea why. Will it help with a factory reset? Well, we're going to find out when we do that factory reset. But in the end, you know, this is meant to be a production system and meant to be trialed, meant to be looking all good. The end of the day, I think they're a long way from being, sorted out. The battery life on this, I think, has probably, it's similar, I guess. It's on par at the moment. I think I'm sitting at about sort of 36%, and it's been alive or off the charger, I should say, since about 7 hours. So, and it's had a bit of use through the day. It's not too bad, I suppose. Some of the other things that you're able to do, obviously, you've got a different clock here. The stock standard clock has disappeared and replaced by this one, so that's slightly different. You can also do the folders now, so you drop applications on top of each other to create folders, so that's quite nice. As I say, we've tested Skype, and video has always been good out of this. It's just the audio that's the problem, and it continues to be a problem. The gallery application is good. The gallery is quite silky smooth now, and you can head through those photos pretty quickly, and it scrolls really well. So quite happy with the implementation there. So all in all, what's happened with the ice cream sandwich upgrade? There's been some positives. Obviously, the app drew a lot quicker, and the gallery application has certainly improved, but there's a long way to go. The browser itself is just the other thing that I'll show you quickly. Obviously, we took a look at Twitter there before, but there are some other things that have happened. If you have a look on my other review, you probably see that it was slightly jerky and it was taking a bit of time to actually render on this particular website, and now you can see that I can scroll through that and it is silky smooth. So certainly it has made a bit of a difference in the browser. So the browser is looking pretty good, and that has certainly been an improvement. So some positives and some negatives in the ice cream sandwich upgrade for the Acer Iconia Tab, the A200. Obviously they're rolling that upgrade around the world, so you may have it already, it may be coming your way, but is it going to make you dive out and buy this device just because of the upgrade? I would say not. Certainly haven't seen anything in this upgrade that's made it significantly better. There you go, that is the review, the software upgrade review of the Acer Iconia A200.